Hey guys, this is Literature, and we are here to make sure that you score in literature. Waiting for Godot in 5 points. Wait, here is an intro, the context. Theatre of the absurd, Second World War, postmodernism, existentialism, all these have some influence on Waiting for Godot, and of course the characters Vladimir Restogan, Lucky, and Pozo. And you remember the most special, the character who never appears in the play, the Godot. Or is it the god himself? Who knows? Anyway, all these things are very important as far as the context of Waiting for Godot is concerned. Let's move on. Point number one, absurdist movement. Waiting for Godot was written in the 1950s, just after the World War, the Second World War, as you know, and the war was all about destruction. People lost their loved ones, relatives, their homes, cities, their peace, and their happiness. They started thinking, why am I living here? What is the purpose of my life? This life is meaningless and absurd. In the 1950s, a lot of plays came and discussed these ideas. They are called the theatre of the absurd. Samuel Beckett, Eugene Ionesco, Harold Pinter, Jean Genet, Arthur Adamov, all these people were the major playwrights of this movement. And how is this absurdism different with existentialism? See, both of them discussed all these ideas like what is the purpose of life, why are we living, is life meaningful? But the major difference is that while existentialism asked people to determine their lives based on their own moral, their own logic, decide your life based on your own instinct rather than following the society's rules or principles. You have complete freedom and authority to decide which way you want to live, and you will be the only responsible person as far as your actions are concerned. But this is about existentialism, and but about absurdism, it is a little bit negative. It tells you life is absurd. There's no point in living. So that is the difference between them. Now let's move on to the point number two, absurdism in the play. Yeah, you need to know what are the absurdist ideas presented in the play. Remember the famous quote from Waiting for Godot? What was it? Nothing happens, nobody comes, nobody goes, it's awful. Just like that, there is no significant action in the play, but it is full of absurd repetition of characters and dialogues, isn't it? The play begins by showing Vladimir and Estragon waiting for Godot, and the play ends by showing Vladimir and Estragon waiting for Godot. And they don't even know who Godot is and why they are waiting for him. Do you need any more absurdity? Point number three, existential crisis. What is existential crisis? It is simple. If you are not finding any good reason to live, then you are in existential crisis. When you are not sure of your identity, you are in existential crisis. Vladimir and Estragon experiences this dilemma. They don't know the meaning and purpose of their life, and remember, they constantly think of committing suicide using the rope and the tree. Right? Point number four, theme of duality. This is interesting, isn't it? There are a lot of binaries in Waiting for Godot. You know, the two major characters, Vladimir and Estrogen, the two minor characters, Lucky and Pozo, and the play has two acts. So all these things are two. Point number five, postmodernism. You know, this play is written at a time when Europe was slowly shifting from modernism to postmodernism. In modernism, you started experimenting. You started questioning structures. You started finding new forms. In postmodernism, you find these experiments at their peak. You find the breaking of structures everywhere. In modernism, you lamented over the chaos. But in postmodernism, you started celebrating chaos. You started celebrating orderlessness. And you know how unconventional the plot of Waiting for Godot really is. Speech and thought getting priority over action and plot was unthinkable at one point of time, you know. That's why this play is so special. Another point is the uncertainty of time. Vladimir and Estrogen, they don't even know how long they have been waiting, how they are going to wait, how long they are going to wait. Sometimes they don't even know what happened yesterday. Really weird stuff, isn't it? But that is postmodernism for you. So, guys, this is Literature. We make sure you win. We hope you enjoy the video. Please comment your responses in the comment section. If there's anybody out there trying to study for UGC NET, contact our channel. This is Literature signing off. See you again.